Alright, for this skill I'm going to show how to properly put on and take off PPE equipment, and how to properly hand sanitize your hands before and after. So I'm going to grab some hand sanitizer and make sure I rub it in between the fingers, up on the wrist, all around. Try to cover up all those areas. And the other important thing is you have to make sure that that it is completely dry before you start putting on the gown. So now when that's all dry, I'm going to unwrap the gown. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to make sure that none of it touches the ground or anything else around it. I'm going to put my arms in. Right now it doesn't much matter because it's not contaminated. It was a brand new gown. If you touch the outside. So I'm going to tie the top around the neck first. Okay. I'm going to tie around the waist. I'm going to try to make sure I have everything covered as much as possible. Okay, and now it's time to put on the gloves. So there's going to be a little cuff part right here that is going to be inside of it. That will not be contaminated. That's where I'm going to have the glove over that. Sometimes it might take a little bit to try to get it just right so no skin is exposed. Okay. Put on the other glove. Okay. Alright, so now that I am all gowned up, I'm going to knock on the door. I'm going to introduce myself to the patient. For this video, there's not going to be a real patient. So I'm going to knock on the door. I'm going to enter. Okay, I'm going to greet myself. Hi, Miss Johnson. How are you doing today? I'm just here to do some vitals. Is that okay? Okay. And then at that point, I would grab my equipment. I would pull the privacy curtain, put the equipment that I need, and then I would make sure that the bed is locked and the wheels are locked, and then I would make sure that the railing is up and I have it to the correct height that I need it to do my work. But for this video, there is not a real patient. So I'm going to put the equipment back, and then I'm going to make sure that the bed is down and the railing is up. I'm going to make sure that the wheels are locked. I'm going to pull the privacy curtain back. I'm going to make sure that the patient has their call light, and then I'm going to ask them if they need anything, if they would need anything. And then now we're going to get to the part of the video of me removing my PPE equipment safely and making sure that all the bacteria and the contamination will be put where it needs to be. So first I'm going to remove my gloves. I'm going to make sure I put on the outside, in the middle of the glove. I'm going to bunch that up in this hand. Make sure, so this I'm going to make sure I just touch where the cuff is at. Flip that inside out. And I'm going to put that in the trash can. Alright, so now I'm going to apply hand sanitizer. I'm going to make sure that it is completely rubbed in. Sure it's all dry. Okay. And now I'm going to untie the top. I'm going to untie the waist. Okay. So now I'm going to take the cuff part that was not exposed. I'm going to pull it. I'm not going to pull it all the way out. I'm going to have my hand like this. I'm going to pull on the sleeve and make sure that none of my body part touches that and my hand stays in there. Kind of wiggle myself out, and then I'm going to hold on to this, and I'm going to pull my arm out while I'm turning it inside out. So all of the bacteria and germs are in there. I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to roll it up. Okay, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to place it into the bin that it belongs. And then I'm going to hand sanitize again. Try to get my wrist in between the fingers. Okay, and that completes my skill set of putting on and removing PPE equipment.